Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy JD. I hope you've all had a great day. I hope you've all had a great start to your week. In today's episode, we're going to be reacting to the Officer Tatum appearing on the Whatever Podcast. Great guy, man. I love this guy's content. And we're going to be reacting to a clip he's uploaded on his own channel where he gets into a debate with another woman after a question was asked to all the women on the panel. Would they date a guy who legally owns a firearm? And this woman's response is definitely interesting. All I'm saying is nobody's surviving in her household if somebody breaks in. But before we carry on with this video, if you could, make sure to leave a like rating as it really helps out the video. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video. Share this video. Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, and let's get into this.
M1 Garand, would any of the girls date a guy who legally owned a firearm?
Yes.
So yes, okay.
I would, yeah. No.
No? Wouldn't date a guy who legally owned a firearm?
No. Legally.
Oh, no.
Because one tried to use one on me.
Oh, because one tried to use one on me, so
okay.
no.
So you had a previous poor experience with... Did he legally own it? Was he legally own the fire? He tried to use it on you.
Yeah. Jeez.
You see one of those gangsters you like?
She goes back.
She like, you said you like them.
It happened.
Hey, maybe they'll pull a gun on you every now and then.
I mean, there you go. And though most Americans own a firearm legally anyway, so to say, oh, I'm not going to date someone who owns a firearm legally, that kind of puts you in a small dating market. You know, there are very select few people who don't. And then you think about, you know, the issues that they're going to speak about as well. What if somebody comes into your house? How are you going to defend yourself if you don't legally own one? It's very odd to me.
Yeah,
What about you? Legally?
that's what them gangsters do. I don't know.
Date a guy who owns a firearm?
Yes, sure.
I don't know now, but I guess yes still.
If he knows how to use it, yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how do you know if you know how to use it?
You shoot.
If it's legal,
Like,
if
if
it's
it's
legal,
like
you have you,
No, no,
you
so
need to
you're
take
saying-
a class for that.
Like,
No, what I'm saying is that, do you run them through a test? Or do you just accept they know that what they're doing?
So my I don't know, my grandpa teaches people how to shoot where I'm from, so
Yeah.
no, he'd tell me.
Just going back to you. Going back to you. So it sounds like you had a bad previous experience. He tried, wait, did he shoot at you?
hell
Do you have a
no.
gunshot wound? What's up?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I didn't open the door.
Did you call the police?
Huh?
Did you call the police?
We don't snitch around here.
Oh, see, there you go.
Oh, okay.
A gangster to pull a gun and she won't even call on
Didn't
me.
even call the police.
Okay. So your concern would be he might use the gun
I
on
mean,
you.
even if he like owned the gun or whatever, they say that didn't happen to me. I don't like guns.
Okay, so you don't like.
I don't agree with the whole thing. I don't believe in them. I wouldn't.
Wait
do
a
it.
minute. You don't believe in them? What do you mean? You think nobody should have guns?
I just don't feel. Why do you need to have a gun? Why do you need to kill somebody? Why do you need to hurt somebody with a gun? You don't, like, for what?
Just say 3 dudes come in there. I'm talking about real
There's
gangsters.
other weapons that they can have. They don't need a gun.
But like,
Right, I mean, owning a gun isn't about hurting somebody else. A lot of the time, it's just about defending yourself from somebody that could hurt you. And now they're going to talk about this situation where dudes come in, and because if you know they've come in and they've got guns and you haven't got anything to defend yourself, a baseball bat girl ain't going to help you with this one. You're done, right? You're done.
he said, sweetheart, I want a gun. And you would say, no, you don't need a gun. Get out there and fight. Is that how you would proceed?
You don't need a gun to do it.
That's what you would tell them? You don't need a gun with 3 dudes?
Nah, there's other things you can use in the house. You
Like
don't
what?
need a gun. You got bats in there. You got knives. You got other shit you can use.
But-
You don't need a gun.
All right, yeah, so he's going to be able to ninja style those bullets away from him with a kitchen knife. No, that's not happening. This isn't Deadpool.
Bring it on, One-Eyed Willie.
What if they had a gun?
Crossbow. Well, then you know
But
what?
it's too late now. They're in there. You can't be like, hey, y'all, hold on. Y'all got a gun? No. You can't
You can't go downstairs and be like, your guns, wait, can we stop this? That doesn't make any sense.
do that.
Then you know what? That's life. Maybe that's the way I gotta die. Then I gotta die. That's how I go.
What?
You're going to be single for a long time.
So you rather somebody shoot you before you
You're
shoot
going to get
them?
homeboy
Your
killed.
son
I just don't want-
your
I
son's
don't
life is on the line.
My son wouldn't.
Let me ask Brandon a question on this. Brandon, she said that, well, let's assume that the 3 men, they don't have any weapons, right? Let's just assume. It's probably unlikely that that's the case. But let's say she wants him to throw fists with the 3 dudes. Now, let's say you're like black belt in jiu-jitsu, let's say you're even a professional MMA fighter.
There's a clear difference between being a professional fighter and an MMA fighter, being a black belt, then fist to fist, street fighting. There's a complete difference because in those settings, you have rules, right? In those games, nobody's going to pull a knife on you. Nobody's going to come and shoot you, right? But in the street fights, anything goes. Anything and everything is allowed to happen. So having a firearm legally is creating an advantage for you in this situation to be able to defend yourself, not only yourself, but of course, your wife and your family. I don't know what she's expecting her future husband to defend their house with if that situation happened.
It's 3-on-1.
You know
I
what?
mean,
It's
one of them dudes, baby, street too, and they know how to fight. They've been squabbling in the street for a long time. I think it's irrational to think that way. You gotta compartmentalize. You may not like guns because of your experience, but I think it would be reasonable to say you need an adequate tool to defend your household. In case 3 or 4 dudes want to come and tie y'all up and rip you or something. I mean, I didn't want to say that. It's okay. Y'all want to tie you up and do something nefarious to you. You need that level of protection. And guns aren't as bad as some people think that they are. Once you have a gun and you shoot it, you'll realize the value of having a gun. And there's a lot of other reasons why you would want a gun, tyrannical government, all of the other stuff. But please don't do your man like that.
Don't think about it.
There's 3 people in your house. What are you doing?
Well, fuck, all dying then. I guess. Go ahead, have the gun. We're all just gonna have
What?
a shootout.
What?
To just say we are going to die just to not have a gun present?
I mean,
even if the person is proficient and they're using it to protect you, your children, from bad guys who want to do harm?
Okay, what if my guy did have a gun, right?
Okay.
And he has it, but there's 3 guys, right?
Yeah, bang, bang, bang.
There we go. You're dead anyways.
What you mean?
Again, it's just about creating that advantage for you. It's about having that potential layer of protection. If those 3 guys got guns, how are you going to defend yourself remotely? Defend yourself. You're not Iron Man, you're not Captain America. This is the real world. Somebody's gonna get hurt, and it's most likely gonna be the person who doesn't have anything to defend themselves with.
He has a gun.
Well,
he has a gun, but
Yeah.
what if he ends up? What if someone gets him in the head? He's dead. He has the gun in his hand now. Now I'm dead.
No, you pick up the gun, and then
How am I gonna pick up the gun? They're pointing it at me.
So
I ain't
this is
got
what-
time to grab the gun.
This is what it is. You want to make the fight. You want to make the fight is advantageous for you as possible. So
exactly.
having a gun is advantageous for you. And if you have fears of guns, it would behoove you to talk to somebody about it, or take a gun, go get shooting lessons.
Yeah.
And therefore you can overcome that fear, because at some point you may find a man that has a gun in the house, and that doesn't need to be a deal breaker for you.
Obviously, she went through a lot of issues, and now she's still using that past trauma for future situations. So maybe she does need to go and see someone to get past that. I do think, having that layer of protection is always good, especially as we go into the future and things are getting tougher for people. It's undeniable crime is on the rise, and I think in many years to come, I think that mindset will slowly change, because if people do come into your house and you've already established that ground rule, it is over. Your husband's not going to end up in a fortunate situation. But leave your thoughts down below on this one, ladies and gentlemen. Any women watching right now, would you date a guy that legally owns a firearm? I would like to know. I know we don't normally react to this sort of content, so it's something new, something fresh. I think it was quite funny, and Officer Tatum is just hilarious, man. His facial expressions, his jokes, absolutely fantastic. If you have enjoyed, please, for me, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video. Share this video, but until next time, it has been your boy JD. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.